I don't know the confusion there, but Dylan Bell almost looked like he was going to start to block instead of running a route downfield.
Yes, Kirk, you've seen the tape. Georgia went from being the best third down team in the country a year ago to being very substandard coming in at 0 for 5 tonight.
Coming into tonight, they've been at 3rd and 7. That's been their average on the year. It's tough to execute on 3rd and 7. Now here they are at 3rd and 10.
Pressure immediately, and Beck is knocked down. Deontay Lawson at a Mobile free runner.
Again, they dial it up with Kane Womack. Look how fired up he is.
Little nod of the head.
Yeah. Robinson walks up. He's an outside linebacker who they walk up right here on this 3rd down. But watch the delay blitz here. That's where it ends up coming home. It's the AT&T clicker right here. It's that delay. Good job of disguising the offensive line because it's so late. They don't do a good job of picking it up. Also, the back out of the backfield doesn't even see it.
Relentless pressure on Beck. And when he has had a little bit of time, he hasn't been able to deliver on target. Cole Adams makes the fair catch, 44-yard punt. Laura?
Well, Chris, we've seen an exceptional night from Jalen Milroe. And coming into this game, he told me these were the games he used to dream about as a little kid. He always hoped that he would be recruited by a Power 5 school. He told me little Jalen would be proud. I bet he'd be even more proud after seeing his performance so far tonight. He also said he used to play these out in his head. Tonight, probably playing out like a video game, as you guys pointed out earlier.
Comes from Katy, Texas, and had that failure against his home state Longhorns on this field a year ago. Bounced back from that. Was able to win an SEC championship, of course. Comes up a yard short on the goal line against Michigan in the Rose Bowl. Keeps it all the way and is pushed along the near sideline.
There's his parents right there. Can't imagine their feelings. You bring up that Texas game where they lost, and he got confused with some coverage in that game, the USF game, where he ends up, by then he'd been sat down. They were just reeling as an offense. Comes back and ends up really settling in and becoming a guy they can count on. Think about how far he's come from last September to this September and where he is right now.
Couldn't be more polar opposite. Look to his right as the football takes off, gets a big shot as he goes to the ground at the 31. Don't want to take too many of those from Smile Monday.
Yeah, I love when he starts to take off horizontally, and then at some point he sees that crease and he puts his foot in the ground and gets, immediately kind of jumps into it and then gets north and south.
Need 4. So keep this drive going. Flips it, and it's incomplete. Tried to lead Bernard into space, got his fingertips on it, but also hurts the footsteps.
Yeah, it's a good job by this defense. Michael Williams, who's backing the lineup off to the far right there against Pritchard, just pushing it back into the face of the quarterback. They're not playing man-to-man. Good job of sitting back this time by Glenn Schumann, a defensive coordinator. Eyes are on the football. They did a crosser. Defense in good position. Even if they were able to complete that, they're short of the first down.
Evans back deep. Burnham called out for just the 2nd time tonight. He booms a high deep one. Evans chance at a return, but the Tides fly down there and they knock him down right where he caught it. That's what you call flipping the field. Justin Aranquo came flying down. 48-yard punt, nothing on the return. Beck, the Dogs back to work.
Capital One cardholders can get their own rewarding performance when they redeem their credit card rewards for tickets to exclusive events and experiences on Capital One Entertainment. Scan the code on your screen to learn more. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Carson Beck is a calm guy by personality, can certainly be a very effective leader. Doesn't often have that fire in the eye look, and sometimes the body language isn't what everyone in the Georgia organization would like for it to be. He's got to elevate his play, and he's got to help spark belief in his teammates that a comeback is possible. There's a nice throw downfield, out of the hands. Right now they're going to rule it now. It's incomplete. Deshaun Jones came in and knocked it out of there.
Well, that's a great, that's a great throw, but a heck of a play by Deshaun Jones. Gets behind him, see the corner on the outside, he catches up, gets that left hand in there to knock the ball loose. So he gets it in between defenders, but good hustle effort by Jones to get that ball out.
Delpit held it for another split second. It could have been a catch and a fumble. 2nd and 10. Ball quickly to the perimeter. They got blockers out there for Lovett. He's knocked down at the 25.
Well, this defense flying right now, all night, not right now. They are just one step ahead, anticipating, looking at the formations, running to the football. How often have you seen tonight? Just not many crimson jerseys and helmets flying in pursuit of the football. Every single time.
Seeking their first 3rd down conversion against Womack's defense. Needs 6. Back. Scrambles. Now goes sideways. Instead of going forward to the marker, he'll be stopped a yard short. Jahad Campbell got him down. Just lost awareness, apparently, of where the marker was.
Yeah, underestimating the speed of this defense. I don't know why he just didn't keep going upfield. He'd have a shot if he would have just taken off there and gone, but instead he tries to go outside. He has no chance of getting out there.
Going forward on 4th down. Cass Jones is the back. He's got the ball. He's powering forward. It's going to be just enough for Georgia to keep the football here. They had to earn every inch of it.
Yeah, that is right at the marker. They will move that. Pretty good effort. Now, again, you get to those 3rd and shorts, 4th and shorts against Alabama's defense with the size that they have on that defensive line, the linebacker play that they have. They got that by about 2 inches. They got to get the ball downfield.
Got Etienne lined up far left of the formation, right near the sideline. 4 receivers in the pattern. Back. Steps up out of the pocket, takes off, and will slide down. Have to pick it up about 8.
Yeah, as he took off, the safeties from Alabama started to look at him. He actually had a streaking receiver down that right sideline. I think it was Dominic Lovett. He just didn't see him as he was scrambling. He was behind the line and could have flipped it. That would have been a touchdown.
On the edge, there's Lovett. Gets around a block. Dominic Lovett in a foot race, and they'll finally haul him down. That was Campbell showing tremendous speed in pursuit. There's a flag down.
Holding. Offense. Number 5. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Remains 2nd down.
It's a 35-yard play, but they flag Anthony Evans, and it'll be costly moving way back.
It was right where he caught the football. He just trying to make a block out in front, grabbed a hold of the jersey. He's just getting right out in front. Good hustle. Again, there's those Alabama defenders, and then he just locks up to onto that jersey there. Here's the play real quick I was talking about. He was actually right here as he starts to scramble. Watch him, watch the safety right here. And while he was behind the line, boy, that would have been a big play if he could have located that.
Might have been called a horse collar, by the way, in the tackle against Lovett at the end of the play. It wasn't called, and now there's a flinch up front. It's Xavier Truss. Wondered which offensive line, they both had their issues in the young season, which could really step up and perform and elevate tonight another level or two. It's clearly been Alabama. So now back behind the sticks on second down. Ranson Robinson tries to cut back, runs right into heavy traffic. It's been tough all night. Lawson and Campbell there.
They've done a really good job of rotating bodies on and off the field. They're staying fresh into this second half. This defense flying and getting off of blocks. It's James Smith, 23, that's out there. What's 23? Look how quick and powerful he is. Gets penetration. Now you're in no man's land. Easy to clean it up for Lawson.
Another crack at third down. Still looking for their first conversion.
7 guys up there.
They don't bring pressure. Ball comes out quickly on the edge and stopped short. Bumped out of bounds there as Evans. Malachi Moore cleaned it up. Good effort by Evans, but it's fourth down again. This time they're going to need about 3, Kirk.
How many times have we seen Ladd McConkey run a play like this throughout his career in Athens? And as you said, Evans did everything he could to give himself a chance. Good effort there by Moore, the veteran there on the back end.
Another desperation play midway third quarter for this Dogs offense. Protection, throw across the middle, and catch made in traffic by Lovett. Did well to hold on to the ball. Devontae Smith was in tight coverage.
And again, another one of these first downs where maybe by half a yard, you pick this first down up. Coming from the left side, trying to get separation on a crossing route. It's a good throw that time out in front. Give him a chance there to not only catch the ball, hold on to it, knows exactly where he needed to go for that first down. Very close.
0 for on third down, but 3 for 3 on fourth down tonight are the Dogs. Twice on this drive. Back down the middle, broken up. Malachi Moore drifting back, got a hand on it as he tried to squeeze it in and says, yeah, I saw that in tape. I'm ready for that one.
He did. The veteran graduate, played a lot of football in a lot of big games. Again, just sinking, reading the eyes, head on a swivel, looking for that potential crosser coming in behind him. Got good depth there.
It's one of the guys that's the main communicators on this defense, something that Alabama has always been known for throughout the Saban era. Pretty strong in the post-Saban era, too. Etienne, tough run, dragging folks and across the 45. Sets up another makeable third down try here.
Alabama playing smart defense. I mean, they're not even across midfield, and this is 11. They have 11 plays.
Wow. 5.5 minutes.
Yeah, 12th play of this drive. I mean, Alabama's thinking, Wilmot's thinking, hey, sinking coverage, let's win a line of scrimmage, get pressure, blitz, whatever we can do, rally to the football. If they're going to get a first down, it's okay. Let that clock keep going. Just don't give up a big one.
Beck looking for a big one downfield on third down, and it's broken up. It was good coverage on Lovett by Devontae Smith.
Kirby all over the place, lost his visor. He is really frustrated that he did not get an interference call. He went with a slot fade to Lovett. Tight coverage there for the nickel. Devontae Smith never locates the ball, and that's what he's upset about. Usually when you don't turn your head, you don't locate the ball, there's some hand-to-hand combat. That's usually a foul, Bill. Surprised they didn't call that one.
Yeah, when you're not looking for the ball, you're going to be held more responsible for that type of contact.
He said, grab the jersey to read his lips. Georgia got away with an obvious pass interference at the end of the half. Smith, who defended that play, is being checked out by the athletic training staff.
Night Football, presented by Capital One, is brought to you by Allstate and the Allstate AFCA Good Works team, recognizing the athletes for their good work off the field. Visit ESPN.com/Allstate to learn more.
National Championship Trophy presented by Dr. Pepper. Awarded in Atlanta on January 20th. 12-team playoff starts a month before that. The loser of this game, whoever ends up not winning the SEC, seems likely to host one of those first-round playoff games on their campus. 4th down. Flags down, free play for Beck, who fires across the middle and also throws another interception to Campbell, who jumped the route, but the Tide jumped off, and it'll make it 4th down and perhaps just inches. It may be enough to give him a first down. A couple of flags down, actually.
Fouls on the play by each team. Holding, offense, number 55. Offsides, defense, number 23 in the neutral zone at the snap. The fouls will all set. Remains 4th down.
Wow, so instead of a free play, it's actually offsetting penalties, and it'll be 4th and 5 again.
Not just a free play, but probably first down.
Yep.
New set of downs. Instead, the hold there, mental error by Jared Wilson. They keep disguising, they keep messing with his offensive line and the quarterback back. They've had him rattled throughout the game, mixing up these looks. Like I said, sometimes pressure and drop, sometimes show it and bring it. Now they're disguising.
4-man rush. Beck gets the pass away, incomplete, and there's a flag that comes in. Cash Jones came out of the backfield, was grabbed by Deontay Lawson.
Well, the one that Kirby was fired up about, where the back didn't get his head turned around.
Defense, number 0. The ball being placed at the spot of the foul. First down.
I mean, he does grab onto the jersey, but I don't think he's going to make this play. But right there, he definitely grabs on.
It's a small grab of the shirt that's actually underneath the jersey. Bill, was that enough?
Yep. It's the 13th play of this drive, and they're now in about 6 minutes.
A grinding drive. Another downfield shot into traffic. Malachi Moore came tracking. He's just kind of flirting with an interception almost every throw, Kirk, it seems.
Yeah, they drop safeties. Again, he's getting a pre-snap one high look, and then you see this looks like one high, but at the snap of the ball, you get a safety that drops back here. So now he can play that half of the field. Good job of getting his body turned, and now he's got a chance to show the range. Almost comes up with that interception. But Carson Beck, as a veteran, really getting fooled by the defense and the looks that Kane Womack's giving him.
You saying I studied a lot of tape. I didn't see any of this stuff on there. Short throw, catch made on the edge, and breaking a tackle is Lovett, who's off and running. Lovett, the most explosive pass play tonight, and the true freshman Red Morgan, he's in for Devontae Smith at the moment, missed the tackle.
Bring 8 on pressure. We just talked about how they're showing it, dropping it. This time they bring it, trusting their defensive backs to hold up on islands. Good job of shaking Red Morgan there. Huge yards after the catch.
Play 15 of the drive, finally in the red zone. Right down the middle, high throw, touchdown, Arian Smith. And the Dogs still have life, thanks to a huge march of 80 yards. Took 6:44.
This is the improvement of Arian Smith, who used to be just kind of a straight line guy. Watch this release, outside jab, upfield, getting that separation, easy throw when you get a receiver who wins at the line of scrimmage. That time Carson Beck says, thank you very much. I got an open guy downfield. And that drive is 15 plays and 6:44 off the clock.
Offense on the field. Kirby Smart electing to go for Dos, brought to you by Dos Equis. They tried it before, and a penalty set him way back and to kick the point. This to make it a 15-point game. On the move. Flips it back across his body and on the back line. Lawson Lucky, the tight end, catches the conversion. And it is a 2-score, not a 3-score game thanks to that conversion.
Yeah, motion Smith. You have trips now to the right. Once you motion him, you got 3 receivers, then he's going to roll right. And here's the receiver, the tight end that he ends up throwing back to, Lucky. All the attention out to the right. Good job at coming back. Opens up nicely, and he puts it in a place where Lucky, big, tall, 6'4", tight end, holds on to it, like you said, they're within 15.
Pass was slightly deflected by a fingertip before it got to Lucky. It was 28-0 Alabama. Since then, the Tide haven't scored on offense. Got the safety, but Georgia with a couple of touchdowns. Make it a 15-point game here. Still midway third. This is Ryan Williams from the 7. And 17-year-old spins out across the 20. So Jalen Milroe, the offense on fire. Let's see if they can get the rhythm back. Meantime, the All-State bus here in town. What's your All-State good hands play this weekend?
Wimsatt, the backup quarterback in. Wildcat, looks like he's going to take it. 17-13, he's going to score. No! And Josh Gaddis, my man, out of Cincinnati Moeller, jumps on top of it for a big moment for him and the Cats as they take the lead. And they would go on to upset Ole Miss, their biggest upset of a highly ranked team since 2007. Congrats to Mark Stoops. What a win for the Wildcats.
One team was really hungry and desperate today. The other one was not. Great road win for Kentucky. On the edge, Miller takes the pitch. Jackson flew up there and knocks him out of bounds near the line of scrimmage. Holly?
Well, guys, the vibe on the Georgia sideline has really changed. After that touchdown that pulled them within 15 points, they were yelling and screaming.
screaming. Jalen Walker, number 11 on defense, came over to the offense and said, I told you, we can get this going. I promise you, we've got you here. They need to stop here to get some momentum back for that offense.
He kept the edge that time. That was a serious problem on those perimeter runs in the first half. Empty backfield. Dupree, the tight end, lines up far to the left. Milroe, lots of time, and an easy pitch and catch. Williams has first down yardage out across the 30.
Really good read, being patient there. I thought initially he might try to throw to the tight end. He came off of him in the middle. Had a nice opening once again, and that Georgia zone defense just sitting nicely, the freshman.
And now the freshman goes down the middle. Williams bobbled and caught. And the incredible start for this prodigy continues. He made that an adventure, but another electric play from number 2.
But you put Malachi Starks as a safety who can cover on the electrifying freshman. He's got great ball skills. That ball gets behind him. What a job there by Williams' concentration. But how about Milroe going to the 17-year-old freshman against the crafty veteran Starks, and he hits it.
1, 2. How many times did he bobble it? Like 3 or 4. Great focus, as you said. He has the it factor. He's just him, as they say. You cannot believe that this guy is the age he is. Saraland High School down the Mobile area, where so many great Crimson Tide players have come from. 54-yard play as Alabama gets the spark on offense they haven't had, and he's on the verge of leading his team in receptions and in receiving yards in all 4 games of his college career.
That's incredible.
And it's going to be a good college career.
Think about that. Walker down, who Holly just talked about, was trying to motivate the troops on the sideline. Just when it felt like Georgia, they got within 2 possessions, they've got some momentum, they need to try to see if they can get a stop to get the ball back. Milroe comes right back and goes to the freshman.
Who to look to convert on that 3rd down, and then the next play they attack down the field. Holly?
Well, guys, the coaches were telling us that Ryan Williams, at just 17 years old, came into this Alabama program, and they didn't promise him a starting job. They told him you have to earn it. So he started out on the 3rd-team offense. They said it only took about 7 days before they started to move him up. Finally, Jalen Milroe, the quarterback, came and said to the coaches, hey, I think he needs to be a 1. He made it, worked his way up, and you can see the skill and the talent that's dazzling.
First college catch was an 84-yarder for a touchdown. That was against Western Kentucky. Many wondered, could a guy this young, as talented as he is, step up and produce against the Dogs? And an emphatic yes would be that answer.
Pretty cool that the veteran quarterback says to the coaches, hey guys, that kid too, he's 17. Guess what? He might be our best. We got to get him up off the 3rd team, move him up.
The first stop on the plane after DeBoer got here and met the team to re-recruit a guy who had decommitted, as many players do. Go down to Mobile, get the family together, get him back in the fold.
Good call.
It was the #1 priority, basically.
I see why.
Keeper blocks, and that time Georgia did a better job defending Milroe on the edge. Knocked down after a few yards by Everett.
Yeah. For people that might think, how is a guy 17 years old playing college football? You know, you see some of these guys reclassifying, they move up, they feel they're ready to go, and academically they're good to go, and he's able to move up a class. And so here he is as a 17-year-old. Some guys, by the way, just have it. Like Smitty when he was here, Devontae Smith, the moment was never too big, ice in his veins. This kid reminds me of that crowd wanting Michael Williams to get a penalty. Has time to get off the field.
Take the handoff. Milroe cuts it back to the right, and Jogs do a great job defending that time. Malachi Starks stayed at home, and they dropped behind the line.
Yeah, much better job on the edge of this defense. The safeties there, Starks. Good job of running there by Damon Wilson. Better group effort.
Jalen Walker, who left, is back on the field, Kirk, is a very important component of this defense. edge rusher. 3rd and 10. Justice Haynes the back. And he's got the ball out of the backfield. He's hit immediately. So Dan Jackson and Malachi Starks, the Georgia safeties, playing much better here in the second half. And here comes a field goal attempt.
I think we all came into this game thinking that this would be the defense that we would have seen at the beginning of this game, where they're in position. Yeah, you're giving up some completions, but guys are right there. So give credit to Glenn Schumann and also Kirby Smart for adjustments that they made at halftime. At least give them a shot here, because that first half was tough. This has been much better.
Nicholson won the Luke Groza Award to the top college kicker, 27 of 28, Miami, Ohio, a year ago. Looking for his first made field goal attempt at Alabama. Missed one in the opener and just sneaks it inside that right upright. That was close from 28 yards. So a 69-yard field goal drive to lead back to 18 as we check in with Kevin Nagandi. Newcomers college football come in different. They're so prepared, really physically and mentally, to contribute right away. They expect to, actually.
Jeremiah Smith, Ohio State, think about who they've had. Marvin Harrison Jr., Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson. I mean, the list goes on and on. Jackson Smith and Jigba. There are a lot of the Ohio State coaches that feel that Jeremiah Smith may be the most physically gifted of all of them.
That's saying something. All those guys you listed are pretty physically
he looks like a young T.O. when you see him.
That's sculpted, huh?
Yeah, he's scary.
So Alabama took about 4 minutes off the clock, added 3 to the lead. And fair caught by Anthony Evans. Here's the last drive for the Dogs.
Yeah, it took some time. I mean, they were kind of inching their way down the field, converting 3 fourth downs. And then they got, after they converted a couple of those fourth downs, and they were able to hit a big play here. Lovett able to shake a defender, get down that right sideline. Great job of getting off the line of scrimmage by Arian Smith for that touchdown. And then they hit the 2-pointers. So one of the better drives we've seen from Georgia. They're trying to get a stop, keep it a 2-possession game. Now Beck's got a strike. He cannot afford to methodically move the ball down the field.
That was a 15-play drive. Took a whole lot of time. And here's a throw on the sideline. Dylan Bell. Good battle for the football. That one was won by Damani Jackson, who had the pick earlier for Alabama.
Well, if I'm an SEC coach and I'm watching this game, and I thought, okay, they lost Kool-Aid last year. They lost Terry and Arnold. This is a young secondary. I want to see how these guys do. Well, Damani Jackson over from USC. That was him. Xavier Brown. How they done tonight? Devontae Smith in the slot. And you look at the system that they're running with Womack tonight, it's going to be scary for teams to match up with this defense.
ETN cuts it back. All the defensive backs who started in that SEC championship game, except Malachi Moore, are gone. You mentioned the 2 corners are in the NFL. Caleb Downs is on the payroll of Ohio State, playing very well for the Buckeyes so far. So it's up to Moore and these newcomers, Sabb and Jackson, and the freshman Brown.
Yeah, it's been really amazing. And they also lost 3 corners besides the 2 to the NFL. It's to the transfer portal with the coaching change. So a lot of young bodies back there. But, boy, they stepped up and shown the SEC and the country how good they can be.
Georgia again on 3rd down. But this time converting, going down low is Arian Smith, and that breaks the 0 for 9 on 3rd down.
And I think the thing that really stands out to me is this defense is doing a lot. I mean, they're not just sitting in 1 or 2 coverages. They're showing, they're disguising, they're showing one thing, going to another, and they're in sync. They're connected as a group in the back.
Playing fast, final 20 seconds of the 3rd quarter, and going back to try to make a catch is Oscar Delp. But again, the ball placement from Beck was not what he wanted.
No, he threw that behind him. We've seen a few of those where it just seems like he's falling off the throw, leaning to his left after the throw, and that's what brings the ball to the back shoulder there. He's not intentionally trying to put that there. He's got room to put that just in front of him and be able to get that catch.
So just by that much that I missed it, but again, Delp, big tight end, not a wide receiver. Tougher for a big fella to make that adjustment. Beck, long throw to the sidelines. Hard-earned catch made. And Bell dragged down in the field of play, and that will do it for the third quarter. Well, Georgia cut into the big lead by 5 points in the third, but 15 minutes to play in this late September collision in Tuscaloosa, and it's Alabama up by 18. Back after this message and a word from your local ABC stations. You're watching the SEC on ABC.
Hey.
On ABC, Alabama with that field goal, first offensive points, Kirk, since the 12:24 mark of the second quarter. That early flurry with the 4 touchdowns, just a safety and now field goal. So Georgia is still within range here. But they need something to happen quickly. ETN can make it happen quickly, but he has been corralled by this tight run defense, and Deontay Lawson makes another big play.
How about the true freshman, Red Morgan, also forced that ball back to the inside to let Lawson and the rest of that defense get there. Great job from that nickel spot there by the true freshman, 16.
Preston duties. Devontae Smith left the ball game with an injury. 4th down again. They need 6. Or else the Tide are going to take over in plus territory.
Look at Lawson, that green dot linebacker 0, just takes control like a quarterback there. Really good player, communicating, getting everybody lined up.
Back across the middle, and Another squeezed into tight target, and Dylan Bell has become one of his go-to guys, and the Dogs are the first down in Bama territory.
Great job by Carson Beck this time, man-to-man. You got to get an inside release, and you got to get it into him before that safety can come over and dislodge that football. Got it out in a hurry. Gave him a chance because it was low to go down and get it.
Staying alive here in this game with these fourth down conversions. On first down, Beck loses the football. They knock it out of his hands, and Latham makes the recovery. Rusa knocked it loose. Another turnover for Beck.
We were going through the personnel on the Alabama defense with Kane Womack, and we got to number 4, who's a little iffy because of an ankle, and his eyes lit up. Said most gifted linebacker that we have off the edge, number 4. One didn't know if he could go. He's got power. You can see the change of direction, the awareness to be able to get his hands on the football. So he might not be at 100%, but he makes a big impact on this game here in the fourth quarter with that left hand knocking the ball loose.
Playing through some pain. It was a high ankle sprain against the Badgers. And now Alabama is set up at the 48. Justice Haynes darts forward. Boy, the turnovers have just been crushing tonight, and you could not have expected this out of a quarterback as solid and reliable as Carson Beck.
Or this Georgia offense, for that matter. It's a tough ask to come into Tuscaloosa anytime.